All right, now Telkom Enterprise is a division within Telkom focusing on providing connectivity solutions to businesses. Here to tell us more and talk telecommunications is Managing Director for Telkom Enterprise, Chris Sanano. Chris, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you. Just begin with Telkom Enterprise itself. It aims to address business needs around connectivity. I've seen broadband internet solutions and more. Given the Finance Act 2018, we have been seeing various telecommunications companies altering their tariffs. What is the outlook then for Telkom Enterprise and, of course, in that sense, for what we should be expecting in the future?
Well, thank you very much. The issue of the taxes is probably unfortunate from a point of view of the end user, consumer, specifically on the small businesses, because in the last 10 to 15 years, Kenya has been that country in Africa and even the world over who's been able to use telecommunications to bring the SMEs and the MSMEs to the forefront, because telecommunication is an enabler. It helps people do business here and then. So originally, data services were not subject to the taxes like the consumer, the airtime. And so with this move with the government, it means that we're all going to have to add taxes. So it's a bit unfortunate. But I see the future or the growth of the industry as still it's going to happen, just probably might slow down a bit.
It's interesting you say that because, of course, the Communications Authority of Kenya and the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics found that more firms, about 27%, sold their products online.
Yes.
So it's a space that we need to capitalize on.
It's a space that's growing. It's a space that gives opportunity to a lot of the youth who are coming up who want to, gain, I wouldn't say employment, but gain profitability of their enterprises. And so we need to look at how some of these policies affect, the other part of the greater economy. I think this is going to have a negative impact in the short term, but it shall be overcome.
Okay, so positive in the long term then.
Yes.
Well, Telkom has invested about 3 billion, I believe, in Telkom Enterprise. And so this new bolstering movement, what are some of the additional, services that we're going to see come out of Telkom Enterprise?
So let's start by talking. We've invested more than 14 billion since we took over the company 2 years ago when Orange left. And that money has gone into network improvement. It's gone into building a brand, which I believe you've seen our brand is vibrant. It shows we're going places. And then obviously some of the money is also gone into the enterprise section of the company.
Yes.
On the enterprise section, most of it is gone into rolling out more fiber optic. We have one of the most expansive national fiber optic footprints. We cover pretty much all the 47 counties, and in the major cities we have metros. So a lot of it went into that. Some of it went into getting new people, more building up our skills and ensuring that we're ready to compete in the market, just like people like Safaricom and Zuku.
Okay. Great. And also, of course, Telkom's mobile financial services platform, T-Cash. Earlier this year, you replaced Orange Money, of course, with that, which was plugged in July 2017. And it's different because it gives you a 10-minute valid code to enable transactions. So did that enable you to provide better, speed in terms of these transactions? It's different from having agents, of course.
I think the main reason behind that was going to the market and listening to what were the frustrations people were having with mobile money transactions. And the feedback came out very strong that, look, can we give that validity code for X amount of time? And it helps to ensure that just in case, you make a mistake, you can make a change and or basically to make the transaction more efficient. So that's really what it's an innovation. We can't come to the market with what the market already has. We have to come to the market with something that is going to solve a problem.
Okay. Well, the total revenue earned by mobile service providers increased by 8.5% to about 252.3 billion shillings in the past 12 months to June 2018. But, voice has remained the dominant revenue generator at 41.7%. Mobile data and mobile money services are showing very strong future growth prospects. Now that we have the numbers and we've seen that it is growing, there is a lot of potential. What do you say about the competition landscape within the country?
Well, that's an interesting question. So I think we're all aware that this industry, unfortunately, is skewed towards one specific player. For sustainability, I mean, I was just watching the clip before we started, which was talking about tourism and sustainability of the tourism industry. The tourism industry has a couple of heavy players, but no one is highly dominant. Mm-hmm. And so we basically feel that this industry at this point is not sustainable the way it is when you have one player being over 90% of the market. And that there's a trickle-down effect on that, right down to the agents, to the consumer. Ultimately, I think what we need to look at from a policy perspective or a governance perspective is that the consumer needs choices. And for the industry to be sustainable, we need to have some sort of a playing field that will ensure that even small players can grow and offer competition or offer better services. It's very interesting you talk about voice. We're not growing or trying to focus, we're not focused on voice. We're a data provider. At the time we're coming back into this market or coming into this market, voice is a long gone story. Fixed voice is a different story, but in terms of mobile voice, but what do people want these days? What do people need? They need data services. If you notice our 2 GB for 99 bob product is hot cake. And right after we introduce that, then the competition starts to do things to follow through. So competition is good. If you don't allow the small player to be able to have breathing space, that means the big player can easily get complacent.
So you want growing room per se?
We want fair playing field. We want progress.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, sector statistics from the Communications Authority period between April and June 2018 revealed Telkom Kenya gained 0.2% points to end the quarter at 8.8% market share. So there is some push. We're seeing it clearly from the numbers. And how effective do you think then has this rebranding exercise been in general? The
rebranding exercise has been fantastic. It's been very, very effective. People now understand who we are, what we stand for, what's our target market. The youth love us. I can't go a day if I walk in the mall and somebody says, hey, you need scratch here, or give me some credit or something. Mm-hmm. So the youth love us, and that's exactly who we want to engage with. The growth is there. But a lot of it is for second SIMs, meaning someone like you would have two devices, a voice device, which most likely is going to be on one particular operator, and then a data device. And most people are putting their data devices on us because remember the data devices also, they use it for WhatsApp calls, and that's what's critical to a lot of people these days. So the rebranding has been fantastic. We love it. People love our colors. They like the vibrancy, the energy, the passion, and I think they see us as the real competition. The people who are going to come and change the landscape, and that's what we want to do. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much, Chris, for joining us. Thank you. All right, that was Chris Senanu, Managing Director, Enterprise Division at Telkom. Very interesting communications conversation that we had right there. We'll take a short break, but on the other side, stay with us because I've got Naomi Konditi from the Mall for Africa. She is the country manager, and she'll be talking to us more. She'll be joining us from our INM studios there. Stay right here. It is Business Today. We'll be right back.